you go into the game and you want to perform, and you want to do well by your fans, and when your fans travel, you want to make sure that you get the right performance. We got the right performance. Off the back of the performance, we got the right result, and I thought we were a good value for it. I thought we played really well with the ball, really well without the ball. I thought our game plan was spot on. We scored the goal at the right time, and we also knew that if we went ahead against Everton, their history suggests this season that we had every chance of winning that game. So they haven't come from behind to win a game. They've drawn 4 and lost the rest. So we well knew that we were capable if we could get that first goal. That was massively important. We got that, and we were good value for the result. It's a long journey home, and then you start thinking about Middlesbrough, and that's what we've been doing.
What was it like in the coach? Did you re-watch the game?
I got in about 3 o'clock, and I sat and watched the game till about 5:15.
The whole thing straight through?
Yeah. Sad as I am.
Is it good the second time round as it was the first time then?
It's different on the TV. You watch the game on the TV, and you have different eyes. You know what's gone on, and obviously there's lots of emotions going on when you're watching the game. And most important thing is you want to get that result. When you get that first goal, you want to make sure that you see the game out. Seeing it in the cold light of day, Alex McCarthy's made a great save on 70 odd minutes against Osman. Apart from that, I didn't feel that I thought we controlled the game, and you wouldn't expect that when you go to a Premiership side, but absolute credit to the lads.
Talking about Alex McCarthy, there's kind of similarities between him and Federici in the fact that Federici made a name for himself in the FA Cup 5th round against Man United, and Alex McCarthy seems to have nationally made a name for himself against Everton.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time for Alex. We've got a lot of time for all our goalkeepers. Sal Bibbo, he's done a terrific job with all the goalkeepers, and he's got a real good mentality. He doesn't get carried away with himself. He trains and he focuses and he works every day. He's a real good team man. He supported Feds. Feds was in the team as Feds did with Marcus Hanneman. So, that's a big part of it as well. I mean, we brought him back from a loan spell at Brentford. We felt it was really important that he was around the place, and it was a good decision to do that. And he's been a real good support for Feds, and Feds is supporting him now as Mikael Anderson is.
Yeah, how's Adam Federici in his rehab going?
Yeah, he's just going. We'll see. I'm not putting a time frame on it, so we'll have to wait and see how that is.
Yeah, I take it he's obviously still supporting, like you say. Is he kind of there at games? Is he?
He didn't go to the Everton game. No, he wouldn't expect him to go to the Everton game. But he obviously talks to Alex, and he's been in that position himself. He's been out. He's injured now, so he'll be talking to him constantly, I'm sure.
Yeah. Looking forward to the Middlesbrough game. How's everyone looking, fitness-wise and injury-wise?
Well, we have to wait and see. We're waiting on either Andy Griffin, Sean Cummins, Jimmy Kebe's got a problem with his knee. Joby McAnuff as well, with the slight hamstring the other night. So
is that what you brought him on?
Yeah, he was just tightening up on his hamstring. So Hal Canoe came on and did a real good job for us as well to see the game through. There's a number, and you would expect that. You consider the amount of games that we've played and the amount of games that these guys have all played in a short space of time. It's a big ask. So there may be changes on Saturday. I won't really know until tomorrow.
Alex Pearce, is he back in training?
No, he's running, but he's not. We have to make sure we get him right. He's come back a couple of times trying to get right, but he's not been quite right. So with the thigh strain, it's really important we get that right this time.
Yeah. Back with the FA Cup, did you watch the Man City game last night?
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
Yeah, I thought Man City were what they are. They're a team that spent probably as much money as any team in the world, and got absolute quality players, quality manager. It's not for me to even think about until we play Middlesbrough and then Ipswich.
So you haven't even had any kind of little thoughts about it yet? It's just all
is it? I've had thoughts. Obviously, I've had thoughts on it, and but those thoughts won't make any difference until we play Middlesbrough and then Ipswich. The most important thing for me now is the Middlesbrough game. And we've come off the back of a really, really good result, and we want to use that as impetus for this game.
Yeah, Middlesbrough obviously last time you went up there, so it was one of the worst performances you. Well, we didn't perform
that day. We started the game, and we were 1-0 down after about 30 seconds. And if you go 1-0 down at Middlesbrough, it's a problem. They've got good players in their team, and they've spent good money on their players, and you've still got those players that are playing now. Leroy Lita as well, we know very, very well, and I know Leroy myself personally well. So we know the threats that they've got.
Do you think they're possibly in a false position? Because a lot of people at the beginning of the season thought they would be one of the teams, with the money they spent and the players they signed, one of the teams really challenging at the top end of the table.
Well, they're in the position that they're in, so their position can't concern me. My position is the position that we're in is the only thing that concerns me, and we're trying to push on. And if we can get a win, that means we've taken 7 points out of 9, which looks a lot better for us, and that's the kind of form that we need to push on to where we want to be.
Yeah, and Mikel Ledger with his again putting some unbeaten record on the line, that's some record really.
Yeah, to put his unbeaten record on the line at Everton and come through the way that we did, it's great for him. It's great for the players.
Does everyone kind of do they talk about it in the squad? Do you talk about it? Do you joke about it? Or
not.
Must be a bit of banter.
The lads do.
That.
I'm sure the lads do. I mean, a lot of the lads, what the lads say that I don't get to hear anyway. So, no, I'm sure that they do. And he's just a good, solid, sensible, top individual. That's what he is, a person.
Yeah. Just lastly from me, Brynjar Gunnarsson's agent apparently said that you've said to him that he's allowed to go out on loan. Is that?
I spoke to Brynjar. I've got a great time for Brynjar, and Brynjar wants to play football. So I said to Brynjar, if it's not happening for you here, I would facilitate whatever needs to be facilitated for you to play. But Brynjar played the other night, and Brynjar was outstanding. Yeah. So the big thing for Bryn is Bryn wants to play, and he hasn't played for a number of weeks. But Bryn has come in and he played it right back the other night. So that was it. Very simple, really. Very clear that he wants to play games, and at Brynjar's age, he might not be playing for the next 10 years. So that was the discussion that we had. I
guess that says something about him as a person as well, because a lot of people at that age would kind of be happy to take a back seat on the playing side of things.
Well, I think for me, what epitomised the other night more than anything was Kishnavili and Gunnarsson. If you consider that both haven't really been in the team, they've supported the team, properly supported the team, not just paying lip service. And I've always talked about the team being more important than the individual, especially to the younger players, because sometimes as a younger player, if you're not in the team, it's like the ability, it's something they find difficult to handle. Now these guys wanted to play. Kishnavili wants to play. Gunnarsson wants to play, but his support for the rest of the group's just been incredible, and I'd have both of those with me in the war any day of the week.